Profitable crop number 15, loose-leaf lettuce. Lettuce earns its place through pure cycle speed. A 4x4 bed planted in succession can return between $70 and $90 in retail equivalent value across a single cool season. The biological trick is the cut-and-come-again harvest. You snip the outer leaves at the base, leaving the central growing crown alone, and the plant rebuilds itself 3 or 4 times before bolting. Varieties like Black Seed Simpson and Salad Bowl regrow faster than most hybrids because their genetics were selected back when continuous family harvest mattered more than uniform shipping. Plant them 4 inches apart. That density is the profit. Profitable crop number 14, radishes, 22 days from seed to harvest. Read that again. No other root crop touches that turnover. A single square foot planted at 16 radishes per square can cycle 9 to 10 times in a temperate growing year. French breakfast and cherry bell are the workhorses, but the real crisis value sits in daikon types like Minoace, which drive taproots 2 feet down, fracturing compacted earth and pulling up trapped minerals. The greens are edible, peppery, full of vitamin C in a pinch. The entire plant feeds you, nothing wasted. Profitable crop number 13, bunching green onions. The mathematics here are quiet but ruthless. A 2-inch spacing means 36 plants per square foot. Cut them an inch above the soil, and the basal plate regenerates. Some growers report harvesting the same clump 6 times in a season. Beyond profit, alliums release sulfur compounds that suppress soil-borne pathogens around tomatoes and brassicas. They earn their square foot twice, once at harvest and once as living pest control, while you're sketching your bed layout. The backyard crops community shares dozens of companion planting maps that turn a flat diagram into a functioning ecosystem. Profitable crop number 12, culinary herbs, basil leading the charge. Grocery stores sell 3/4 of an ounce of basil for around $3. Do the math at scale. A single Genovese basil plant, pinched correctly at every node above the second true leaf pair, will produce 8 to 12 ounces of usable leaf across a summer. That is roughly $40 of retail value from one container. Pair it with parsley, cilantro, and thyme in a tiered vertical arrangement, and 1 square foot of footprint becomes 4 square feet of canopy. Herbs also carry medicinal weight. Thyme tea soothes cough. Mint settles the stomach. In a crisis, that pharmacy lives outside your door. Profitable crop number 11, strawberries, day-neutral varieties. Most home growers plant June-bearing types and harvest once. Day-neutral cultivars like Albion and Seascape fruit from late spring until first frost, producing a slow, steady stream rather than a single flood. Stack them in vertical tower planters and a 4 square foot floor footprint becomes 20 plants. Each plant yields roughly 1 pound across the season, at specialty market pricing. That single tower returns $90 to $120. The runners propagate next year's crop for free. Compound interest, biological addition. Profitable crop number 10, cherry tomatoes, indeterminate types. If that small berry impressed you, this next fruit operates on an entirely different scale. Sungold and Sweet 100 vines, trained to a single leader on a 6-foot string, can produce 6 to 8 pounds of fruit from a single square foot of root zone. The pruning matters enormously. Every sucker you remove pushes energy into the main stem. Every leaf below a ripening cluster gets stripped to channel sugars upward. Done properly, one plant becomes a vertical orchard. Heirloom varieties like black cherry sell at farmers markets for $6 to $8 a pint. Where commodity reds struggle to clear 3, foundation for success. Before we climb into the upper 10, here is the bedrock every crop on this list depends on. Skip these and the rest is theater. Soil pH wants to live between 6.2 and 6.8 for the vast majority of vegetables. A $5 test kit reveals more than any guru ever will. Below 6, lockout begins. Phosphorus, calcium, magnesium become invisible to roots even when present. Lime corrects acidity. Elemental sulfur corrects alkalinity. Patience corrects both. Compost is not fertilizer. Compost is the living medium that delivers fertilizer. A 2-inch top dress of finished compost twice a year feeds the bacterial and fungal networks that, in turn, feed your plants. The mycorrhizal fungi attached to most vegetable roots extend the effective root surface by a factor of 10 to 100. That is the hidden multiplier behind every productive square foot. Water at the soil line, not the leaves. Morning is best. Deep and infrequent beats shallow and daily, because deep watering trains roots downward into the cooler, moister subsoil where drought cannot find them. A 2-inch mulch layer of straw, wood chip, or chopped leaves cuts evaporation by roughly 70% and suppresses the weed competition that steals nutrients from your harvest. Crop rotation breaks pest cycles. Never plant the same botanical family in the same square 2 years running. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, potatoes are all nightshades. Cabbage, kale, broccoli, and radish are all brassicas. Move them, the soil remembers. That foundation in place, we shift focus. The next 9 crops are chosen not just for profit per square foot, but for what they hold when the supply chain hiccups: calories, shelf life, medicine, real wealth. Profitable crop number 9: hot peppers. A single cayenne or habanero plant in a 5-gallon container produces 40 to 80 fruits across a season. Dried and powdered, those fruits hold their capsaicin for 2 to 3 years. That stability matters. Capsaicin itself is medicinal, improving circulation, acting as a natural preservative for stored meats, and deterring pantry pests when sprinkled in grain bins. Specialty pepper varieties at farmers' markets command $4 to $7 per half pint. The plants ask for almost nothing in return. Profitable crop number 8: pole beans. Vertical legumes change the geometry of a small garden. Kentucky wonder and rattlesnake climb 7 to 8 feet, producing pods for 90 days from a single planting. Beyond the fresh harvest, mature seeds dry on the vine for shelf-stable protein storage. Rhizobium bacteria on bean roots pull nitrogen from the air and fix it into the soil, feeding whatever you plant in that square next year. 1 square foot, 4 plants, 3 to 5 pounds of fresh pods plus a half pound of dry seed. Few crops contribute that much beyond their own harvest. Profitable crop number 7: kale, particularly the Tuscan and Siberian types. If those climbing legumes shifted your thinking on vertical space, this next leafy crop will redefine cold weather security. Kale survives temperatures down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Some Siberian strains shrug off zero. After a hard frost, kale converts starches to sugars as cellular antifreeze, which is why winter kale tastes sweeter than summer kale. A single lacinato plant harvested correctly produces leaves continuously for 9 to 12 months. Nutritionally, it sits near the top of every vegetable density chart: iron, calcium, vitamins K, A, and C. In a crisis garden, kale is the leaf that does not quit. Profitable crop number 6: microgreens. Indoor production breaks the entire small space equation. A standard 10 by 20 tray, occupying less than 1.5 square feet, produces 8 to 14 ounces of microgreens in 7 to 14 days. Chef-grade pea shoots, sunflower, radish, and broccoli microgreens move at $25 to $50 per pound wholesale. Nutritionally, microgreens contain 4 to 40 times the vitamin and antioxidant concentration of the mature plant. They grow on shelves under modest LED light, indifferent to weather, indifferent to season. Pure production engineering. Within our backyard crops community, growers regularly share their tray stacking layouts, because turning a closet into a revenue stream is exactly the kind of leverage worth sharing. Profitable crop number 5: garlic. Hardneck garlic planted in October produces full bulbs the following July. 9 months of patience for a crop that stores 8 to 10 months at room temperature. The math from 1 square foot: 9 cloves planted, 9 bulbs harvested, each bulb containing 8 to 12 new cloves. That is a 70 to 100-fold biological return. Specialty varieties like Music, Chestnut Red, and German Extra Hardy sell as seed garlic for $20 to $30 per pound. Easily 10 times the price of culinary supermarket garlic. Beyond cash, garlic is a natural antibiotic. Allicin, the compound released when cloves are crushed, has documented antibacterial and antifungal action. A medicine cabinet you eat. Profitable crop number 4: potatoes in grow bags. Most gardeners overlook potatoes because traditional row culture demands real estate. A 20-gallon grow bag occupies roughly 2.5 square feet of floor space and produces 8 to 15 pounds of potatoes from 3 seed pieces. Fingerlings and specialty cultivars like Russian Banana and Purple Majesty fetch $3 to $5 per pound at market. The calorie density is what matters most. Potatoes deliver more calories per square foot than nearly any other home garden crop. Cured properly in a cool, dark space, they store for 4 to 6 months. When food security becomes the question, calories become the answer. Profitable crop number 3: ginger and turmeric. Tropical rhizomes seem out of place on a backyard list until you understand their economics. A single 12-inch container planted with 3 knobs of fresh organic ginger produces 1 to 2 pounds of rhizome after 8 to 10 months. Fresh organic ginger sells for $12 to $18 per pound. Turmeric carries similar pricing and contains curcumin, one of the most researched anti-inflammatory compounds in modern medicine. Both rhizomes can be dried, powdered, and stored for 2 years without significant potency loss. In tight spaces, value is rarely about volume, it is about concentration. Profitable crop number 2, winter squash, particularly butternut and Hubbard types. Trellised vertically on a sturdy arch, a single Waltham butternut vine produces 4 to 6 fruits averaging 4 pounds each. That is 20 pounds of dense, calorie-rich food from 1 square foot of root zone. Cured for 2 weeks in a warm, dry space, winter squash stores 3 to 6 months at room temperature with no refrigeration, no canning, no processing, just shelf and time. The flesh delivers serious carotenoids, fiber, and slow-release carbohydrates. The seeds, roasted, become protein-dense snacks. The vines feed the compost pile. Every part of the plant contributes. In the calculus of survival gardening, this crop sits near the absolute top. Profitable crop number 1, gourmet mushrooms, oyster and lion's mane leading the category. The top spot does not belong to a plant at all. It belongs to a kingdom most gardeners never consider. A single 5-pound block of oyster mushroom substrate, occupying less than 1 square foot of vertical shelf space, produces 3 to 4 flushes totaling 2 to 3 pounds of fresh fruit across 6 weeks. Fresh oyster mushrooms wholesale at $8 to $12 per pound. Lion's mane, prized for documented effects on nerve growth factor and cognitive function, moves at $16 to $24 per pound. The growth happens indoors. Climate-controlled, weather-immune, year-round. A converted closet with shelving and a humidifier becomes a production system that outproduces an outdoor garden 10 times its size. Spent substrate composts into premium soil amendment. Closing the loop entirely, step back from this list and look at what it actually shows. The most profitable square foot in any garden is the one where biology, calories, shelf life, and market value converge. Microgreens deliver speed. Garlic delivers storage, squash delivers calories, mushrooms deliver controlled environment scale. Each one answers a different question, and a serious garden asks all of them at once. The fragility of the modern food chain is not a doom prediction. It is an arithmetic observation, 3-day inventory, just-in-time logistics, single-source dependencies. The system functions beautifully until it does not, and when it does not. The people who already grow food are the people who already eat. Land is no longer the metric. The metric is what you do with the soil you already stand on. A balcony with 5 containers, a patio with 3 grow bags, a spare closet with mushroom blocks, a 4x8 raised bed in a side yard most neighbors mow without thinking. Any one of those planted with intention produces real food, real medicine, and real security. Choose differently. Plant the crops that store, that heal, that calorie load, that regrow. Build the soil first and the harvest follows. Stack vertically when the ground runs out. Bring production indoors when the season ends. The principles are old. The execution is yours. Subscribe to Backyard Crops. Tell us in the comments which of these 15 earns the first square foot in your own garden. And start growing wealth the way humans grew it for 10,000 years before the trucks ever rolled.